Good morning, buongiorno, lovely people. Behind that fence is my house. The house that needs attention. Um, let's have a look. Has been built in Mongolia, the yurt. This is the yurt here. It wasn't white, it was this reddish color. It was built in Mongolia and I don't want to say anything bad, but the truth is that the materials being used to cover this yurt is the cheapest, the shittest, absolutely ridiculous material to be used in your home. So definitely no, not good idea whatsoever. The whole yurta soaked in after the rain. It was okay when it rains a bit, but when it rains a lot, the water gets through. The seams where they joined this is done not correctly, so the water definitely will go through, and even the material, it does not last long. And you see what's happened here. For example, it's not that this was painted, this is actually how it's called, you know how it's called, just get faded with the sun. This is the original color, which is still not original, is even more red underneath. This is our security holding up. It's not so much to hold the yurta up, down. Tofu, what do you think about all this situation here? You are scared, no? You are shitting yourself when it rains and when it winds like we do. We are shit ourselves that this will go anytime, any moment. That's why this is like an extra security for us, these stones, but really is for keeping the material some sort of tension, so the material doesn't flap so much on the wind. And the stone was what was around at the time. But one of you guys give me a good tip to use sandbags. Thank you so much for that tip. I think it's a great idea, and I will use that. I just need to buy the bags which would resist the sun also, because the sun is the biggest killer here. As you can see, it shines pretty much every day, whole year round. It's only a few days that rains here or it's cloudy. You see by the material how it changed, so it's gonna destroy the sandbags also. That's why I'm looking for sandbags that will hold up to the sun. It's not gonna destroy, because why is a good idea? It's more soft, it's not so harsh to the material, and like the stones are, they're too sharp and rough, and that's why it's a great idea to use the sandbags. We just need a good material. So today the job is we're gonna unpack this box, remove all the washing, and so we're gonna, it's a lovely day, hopefully it's not gonna be windy, I hope, because that can change anytime. When it's no windy here, there is no wind whatsoever. Look, not even grass is moving, nothing, zero. Only the grass is moving when the cat is eating the grass. No? And this is our little cows that eat the grass. So today we're gonna paint the yurt, paint the materials, so we can keep this yurt for longer, because inside the insulation is okay, timber and the wall wooden structure it's okay, it's good. So pretty much it's all good apart from the top coat, which is this crappy material, and we're using water-based paint, and which is like a rubber. So you can see it flex it doesn't peel off. This was painted quite a bit, I don't know, 1 month ago or even more. I was painting a little bit there and there and there, trying 2 different paints. This paint is we bought another paint which was we thought was better, but was like very strong smell and stuff, so we couldn't probably sleep after the painting, so it's no. So the first paint we choose was good, and it's good, and that's what we're gonna use. Yeah, and then stay tuned for more, because we're gonna build something special, something new, because we don't want to live in the yurt any longer so much. It's lovely to live in the yurt when it's lovely day like this. We've got aircon in, so people were saying, oh, it's this and that, it's too hot or it's too cold. No, it's perfect. It's really good. It's really good. Apart from when it's windy. When it's windy, it's just the flapping, it's just killing us, and the noise and stuff. And so this is the reason we're gonna build something special. So stay tuned for that. And then this is not the end of the video, because we'll give you the pleasure to watch as we will paint this yurt. Shonie, what do you think? We'll do that today?
Yeah, good weather should be possible.
Should be the time today, no? Because I've been trying to do that for, I don't know, like the whole, I don't know, not whole year, but maybe 6 months I've been trying to do that, and I was painting where I could reach and stuff, because I couldn't undo it. Oh, there is another one, grass eaters. This is tofu, and this is Satan. He's meowing, funny noise he's making. Yes. And tofu is making funny noise too, but different. So yes, so let's go and start removing the stones. That's heavy. Bravo! Nice. Bravo! No nie zjadłeś tego, cia? Cia?
Jak się usiadł. Kto to jest?
Bravo.
Ty jesteś naszym pięknym kotem, tylko co się uwiać?
Yo, now look at that. The whole yurt is now free. Look at that, look at that, look at that. It feels good. Oh my goodness, finally. So the yurt can breathe. So yeah, now it's free. And another tip I can give you if you've got yurt or you're thinking about yurt, I'm painting this also, the straps, and I'll paint that one on the bottom also because it does not slide down, and with the wind and stuff it was sliding, and then this was just keeps popping out like this. You see, it's very slippery, so it's good to somehow make sure it's not sliding down. And yeah, so now we need to clean the whole thing from this soil which comes from the stones, and we will start do some painting, decorating. Haha. Finally, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and finally it will hopefully will happen. Yo, I don't know if you've seen a video when I was building this, but I can show you how this is constructed so the water does not come in. So when you leave this up, you see this is border and this is waterproof here, and then there is insulation and then inside, so the water will not penetrate, but the water comes from just from the top, from this material where it wasn't painted, so we get wet walls and ceiling anyway. Yeah, that's why we need to do something about it. So let's have a look at the machinery we are using. This is supposed to produce can you see, max power kilowatts 3.1 kilowatts. 3.1, very interesting. Why interesting? Because we're using EcoFlow and we can use 3.6 kilowatts of power continuously, and believe or not, this machine will run with that. It's interesting. But when it starts, this pressure washer, it pulls 4.6 kilowatts to start, and then uses less. I don't know how much exactly because I couldn't be in two places at the same time, but it uses less because it was running. But every time I'm starting, it blows the kind of fuses off. That's why I start using this generator, and it struggled to start, but it's only for a second, and it managed to deliver. And it's less, it's 3.1 kilowatts, and it's working. So interesting, very interesting. So it will give kind of 4.6 kilowatts to start, and then keeps running with less power. So this is the setup we've got, and we're gonna clean it up, the decking and yurt, before we will paint. As you can see, it's quite a lot of soil which comes from the stones as I was picking them up, you know, when it was raining and windy, the middle of the night, and yeah, this is the result of it now. So yeah, so like in places like this that it's dirty, and even here, so we will pressure wash this, dry it, and then we're gonna paint this. Oh! I can probably even stand here. Look at that! Look at that! Now I can clean it from above. So we managed to clean it all off, lovely and clean, and now is time to chill out, eat some good food, and wait until this dries. On this side is drying pretty well, as is on the sunny side, and then we need to wait a little bit so the sun comes to another side to dry it. You can see the shadow here to dry it off. So late evening, I hope I will start to paint, and then the plan is, it means it will be even better because the sun will be not so strong for the paint, which is good. You want the paint to cure, not dry with the heat, and hopefully I can maybe do 2 coats tonight, this evening, and then that will dry overnight. Hopefully you won't have any strong winds to blow the whole thing, the whole project out, and then tomorrow maybe we will work on strapping this back, but slightly different than before, because before was just I was doing this, you know, out of panicking. So now hopefully we'll have time, we don't have to panic, and we'll do something else to make this stronger. So yeah, that's where we are now.
Wake up, my friend. It's time to wake up.
What is already right? Everything ready
Yes.
to go? Oh my god. Let's do some stuff then. Oh, it's so good to have a nap. Lovely fresh air. Well, let's go and do some work. Look, the machine is ready. You know how this machine works? I'm gonna show you how to, if you never done anything with this. Let me put the shoes on and I'll show you how to work with this machine. So I will take you today to a journey with this machine. I'll show you exactly what needs to be done to use such a thing. So this is, what is it? Pressure, airless airless pump. So there is no air involved. Basically, bring to pressure that you adjust to the paint, and then you are able to spray. But to do that, we need to connect to the electricity, and this machine uses 110 volts because generally there is 220, so we need to use transformer from 220 or 240 to 110. The blue light is on, yeah, so we are on. Now what we need to do, we need to first prime this machine. And what you can see here, this spill is not water, it's it's to protect the pump so it does not rust inside. So it's like a liquid with lubrication. Or about lubrication, do I have lubrication here? I don't. I need to find lubrication. Where is it? I need to find lubrication. So what you've seen is coming out there. This is this liquid, blue liquid, Q-tector. So that's what it is, and you use that afterwards. Yeah, so that's good, and we've got lubrication, which is very important, which we will use also. This lubrication here, we're gonna use here for the pump, which we will see in a second. So what we need to do, we've got power, we've got water, we need to connect a gun to the end of the hose. Actual doesn't need too much. And here also. Okay. So we need to prime. To prime, look, we've got this leg that sticks out. Then we can move the machine like this. And then we can put the water underneath. This is another filter here. You see? It's nice and clean. So there is one filter here, another filter here, and then another filter is in the gun. And so now we drop it to the water. I always been using water-based paints for this machine. And now this is our prime tube. And yeah. And before we prime, we can set this up. So for the first time I'm gonna use this also. What it is an extension. There you are, that's the extension. And it's not as simple. See, you put it, instead of the nozzle, you put first the extension in. But then the problem is, if you put the nozzle straight back in like this, that will be a problem, because you're stopping the pressure here and by the time you start and stop the pressure, you always will end up with. So to stop that, there is another thing you add, which is this. And what that does, and is adjustable, not only is adjustable that you can adjust angle, but show in a second. You can, you see, adjust the angle like this, so straight up or down. And this is where you put the nozzle now. Here. Like this. But we're gonna put this later when we prime. And then look, here there is this knob. You can adjust the pressure. So what's happening is when you stop, the pressure here by this device is holding up. So you never have, so that keeps the pressure. So when you stop, here all the time is pressure. Then when you only add extra more pressure, that release and opens up. So you, from here, immediately you've got pressure or no pressure, because it's opening and closing. But it needs specific pressure. So, and this is how you can adjust also, because you adjust the machine, and this is another adjustment. Yeah, is that clear? Makes sense? And yeah, it can be useful when you're painting a ceiling and floor, for example. It's good. First time I'm gonna use this. Finally, I've got the opportunity. Now, before we can prime, again, we need to mix the paint. So let's do that. So this is water-based paint. Which we're gonna use, which behaves like a rubber when it dries. That's why we can apply on this fabric. This paint is designed to paint floors, not fabrics and fabric. So yeah, we tried it, works. So that's what we're gonna use. White color we choose because the best color for the sun is white. It doesn't get so hot so quickly. So yeah. Very important always to mix your paint very well. Okay. Lovely, nice and thick. We don't need to dissolve that. No need. We can watch this. So, priming time. Would you like to come around? So with this machine, come closer. With this machine, 2 people can work at the same time. So this is one hose attached, and then you can attach another hose. Or you can attach another hose. This is 25 meters. So if you attach another hose, you've got 50 meters. You can be high up on the roof. The machine stays on the down, and you can spray it. So really powerful one. Can't see much. So first, switching on. Make sure it's all the way down. On. Yeah, 0 psi. So this is the main thing in the water. This is your what I say? Huh?
Hose
Hose for what?
for the paint. No.
No, for what? You're not listening. This is hose for priming only. So it's down at the moment, that's for prime, and then up is for the hose. The hose will never go in until you prime this first. And I prime this first with water, and I never prime this with paint. I notice many people prime this with paint. And then hold this, you need to clean it afterwards, and it's just messing up for no reason. So down for prime, and we're starting building the pressure up by adjusting the knob. And look, it's already coming. Not yet. It's priming, and it's coming. Nice clean water. And when it's coming out of here, what you do, you just switch this, and it goes to the hose here. So this is already primed. And as it's priming, you can add some lubricant here. Have a look. See the piston here? So as it's going up and down, you're adding some oil every time you start doing a job. See? Lovely. And then, look at this. We've got some pressure. See? Lovely. So now we have no leaks. We've got pressure, not for the washing. Yeah, it's very powerful, no? You can take the...
And water the garden with it.
or take the fire down. So now it's lovely and primed. We are at 1000 psi. We're gonna pump it up to about maybe 2000 psi. So what we do next is we're gonna switch. So you see now we primed it and is lubricated. Now we can switch the buckets for the paint. So simply lift this up, and this is going down. Whoa, we don't want to make this wet, so that stays away. And now I'm switching off the pressure. Now it's full of water, so we're pushing the water out and the paint is coming in, so we need to be careful what we do. So now we're taking all the water out from the pipe until we see the paint is coming. It's not yet. Now it is. And now the whole system is filled up with the paint. So it's pretty simple, but you need to know what to do. And now we're gonna put the nozzle. We're using, what is it? LTX 517. And now to spray, it's going this way. We can do small test. Yep, I think we need to build up the pressure. To it should be okay with 2000 psi. We could run a test maybe here. Lovely, nice and thick. Okay, now we are ready for action. So we're gonna climb top of the roof and we're gonna start painting. Simple as that. we have to run to the shop to buy another bucket of paint. That's why the sun is going down, but today is the same day. We will finish. It looks like brand spanking new and it's really, really good, no? What do you think?
Yes. Yeah.
We're gonna paint this also. Gonna put some protection underneath. And will be very, very good. Haha!
Style. Style is the answer to everything. A fresh way to approach a dull or dangerous thing. To do a dangerous thing with style is what I call art.
So we managed to finish this project for today. The sun is going down already. We have to go down, as I said before, we have to go down to buy some more paint. That's why we are late, and it's get moist now, and it's not drying so quickly, which is good, and can cure nicely. But yeah, it looks nice and white and durable. It's really, really good. I painted a little bit of the floor because I decided we're gonna paint it the whole thing with the same paint because it's designed for the floor, but green. We used before like a oil, which after 1 year this is how it looks like. Not so good. The wood really shrunk, and because it's lots of heat, yeah, and dry in the summer, so the oil doesn't do a great job. But yes, finally the yurta is waterproof and hopefully it's stronger and it's gonna last another years, so our home is safe for another time being before we do something else. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think, what your thoughts. Comment down below. This is the top bit, so we can put this when it rains, so this is where the light comes through the top. Yes, till next time, ciao.